Oh, well, I think that went rather well, considering. Things are definitely looking pretty damn good for this run through. Hell yes! For completing Pure Valley, we get this lovely persona here. If you talk to Al, he'll tell you what it is. It's the Dolphin persona, which allows you to transform into Dolphin Knights, meaning you can swim underwater, which is going to be incredibly useful for the next, NiGHTopia. You can use, the Dolphin persona, because you can retry the, tutorial, and, by using the Dolphin persona you can get a dream drop, I think. Yeah. I have to say, this game just has some pretty long load times.
So this is the new NiGHTopia.
Indeed it is.
It feels a little lonely, don't you think?
Well, it is a desert.
NiGHTopia is created as a reflection of a visitor's heart, after all. If you feel that this place is lonely, then that must mean that there is something missing from your heart.
Huh? Missing from my heart?
I think it's because you're a bit lonely, Will.
There you are.
Ah!
I'm searching all over for you.
Do not need that angle game.
You!
Oh, how I've waited for this moment. The opportunity to get you all alone, dear visitor.
Stay back, Rihanna. Do not harm the visitor.
Stay out of this, old-timer.
Ow!
Poor Owl.
Now, how exactly should I go about getting what I want?
What is it with this game and innuendos?
Get your hands off him, Riella!
You can just look at this game in such filthy contexts.
The visitor is coming with me.
I'm not letting you do that!
Tisk tisk. The visitor's life is in my hands. You can just stay right where you are. That's a good boy.
You know, Knights, you really need to stop getting kidnapped.
Oh, I'm so scared. Don't hurt
Really.
me, Knights.
Let him go!
You're still worried about the visitor in the state you're in? Well, okay then. I suppose I only need to bring you back to Master Wiseman. But not until I get rid of this meddling little visitor once and for all.
No! Riella, don't!
And Rihanna paralipses. Oh god. Rihanna is voiced by Casey Robertson. Who, if you've played Sonic and the Black Knight, you should probably recognise as Caliburn. You know, the sword? He was also in Deadly Premonition, but I can't remember. I don't think I bothered to say what characters he was.
Where am I? Oh no! Knights! I've got to find Knights!
Don't you just hate it when you get lost? It all looks the same.
Knights, I'm sorry.
Hey, do you live here? You're the first human being I've seen in this world.
Why are you hiding from us?
I was sent here from another world. Something awful has happened to my friend, and it's all my fault. I've got to hurry and get back to my own world.
Your friend?
Yeah. He's waiting for me to help him. If I could just find the door, I'd be able to get back.
I know where the door is. That's how I got here.
Really? Then please, you've got to take me there. I don't want to be a pain, but I don't know anything about this place, and...
Don't you worry. I will take you there.
I dislike Helen's voice actress. It's Victoria Ashby. This is the only thing she's done as well. It's just not... She's not great. We'll go into it more when we get to Helen's story, but... To be honest, I don't like Helen's character either, but we'll talk more about that later.
Now I can get back to my world.
No problem. I hope your friend is okay.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to introduce myself.
Yeah, I should have done that
My name's
before.
Will.
As every true gentleman should do.
Be careful out there, okay?
Yeah, I will. Thanks again, Helen.
Well, at least we've made a friend here. Well, we've made 2 friends and an old owl for a partner. Well, not a partner. A tutor who just says, "Oh, visitor."
Visitor.
Oh, visitor. Ooh. Oh, that's basically out in a nutshell, to be perfectly honest. So, this is the next world, Lost Park. And now we're actually going to get to play the game again. I mean, Jesus, 7 minutes of cutscenes and stuff. That's long for this game. Now, you see the little clock thing at the bottom? That only is there when you're playing as the kids. And in these stages, it's not much of a problem unless you're going for the dream drops. Because I think there's like one in Lost Park here, which is really out of the way. And I mean really out of the way. Now, this thing here, I think you've got to make 30 links or something whilst above. I don't know how that thing works. Also, the gimmick for this stage is these TV screens that you see. Basically, they change what the area is. If you've got the lovely grassland, then it's all nice and you've got loads of rings to go through to get up your links and so on and so forth. But yeah, you will spend a lot of time in the deserty bit. I do quite like this song as well. It's called Wandering Wilderness. No, Wandering Wildness, I should say. To be honest, if there's one thing that I absolutely adore about this game, it's its soundtrack. It's just such a really beautiful soundtrack with loads of catchy tunes. To be honest, I don't think there's many songs that I don't like on this soundtrack, which is an achievement. Because with most games, you've got a few favourite tracks and the rest neither here nor there. Whereas I think I actually do remember most of the songs from Knight's Journey of Dreams here, which is just awesome. Now, obviously the dolphin persona is getting quite a bit of use here. It won't get much use outside of Lost Park. And to be perfectly honest, a lot of the personas aren't really that used much. I mean, we'll get one after this one, we'll get one after the last one, but the last world one, literally, you will hardly use it unless you want to get your dream drops and the final boss. That's about it. You have no reason to go for that persona. You've probably also been seeing these like spiked rings. Essentially, if you fly into them rather than through them, then you lose time, which sucks. But it adds to the challenge because, you know, the game would be far too easy if it gave you everything on plate. So I'm quite happy with the difficult to get through rings. I like the whole cloud thing going on here. It's just cool. And yeah, good luck getting this thing quickly. You will be around this section by the time you probably get him. So, and this version of Knights is horrifying. To be perfectly honest, it's probably the ugliest looking Knights model in the game. Don't worry, you'll get a better look at it later. Oh boy, will you get a better look at it later. That wasn't as good a run as Pure Ballet, I have to say. Then again, I've never been that good at the chases, so doesn't surprise me that I didn't do too spectacularly well on that level. And here we have Camelan, who's our boss for Lost Park. Musical piece is Cackling Camelan. Basically, all you've got to do to beat him is find him in the background and power loop him. Essentially, if you can find the a string of cards, it'll generally sort of link you to it. So as you can see, there's a string of card numbers that will lead you to where Camelan is if you get to where the ace. Generally, if you find the aces, you will find Camelan. And then it's just a case of power looping him, and he's down. It's a pretty easy boss, to be perfectly honest. It's just finding him is the problem. Camelan appears to have been used as a replacement for a boss called Jackal, because they both have a card theme and an unusual anatomy involving a cape, but that's about all there is on Camelan. He's not a particularly interesting boss, but A rank, yes! Haha.